Next, I'd like to call the rapporteur, Mr. Karim, for 2 minutes.
Mr. President, may I firstly thank all colleagues who took time to contribute to the debate. It's quite clear that there is a very real need for reform of our processes. The greater involvement of national parliaments and parliamentarians is something that needs to be brought in a streamlined way so that our legislation takes very full account of local factors where it is necessary for them to be included, and indeed provides us with much greater scope to decide whether we actually need to legislate at all. Non-compliance on the one hand by member states, going right the way through to gold plating by others, takes away the very reason for our existence. When we move forward with legislation, and we have a very heavy agenda in this Parliament regarding standardisation of processes, genuinely helpful measures become deeply unhelpful because they are applied in different ways. National parliaments today have the opportunity to be involved in our processes right from the outset, and therefore hopefully we take away their need sometimes to take those actions at a later stage. Now, turning to micro entities and SMEs, Mr. President, they are the backbone of the EU's economy. And both you and I will probably recall 2005, President Barroso coming and standing in this very chamber and speaking about the unnecessary burdens that had to be taken away from those or that section of our economy. Now, I came to this Parliament 8 years ago from a background in law, business and politics. I knew only too well the burdens placed on SMEs, sometimes unnecessary. Even now, their biggest complaint of unnecessary burdens remains the same, and it is justified. And it therefore gives me great pleasure to be able to move this report today to ensure that people are aware that we are taking their grievances on board. The circumstances dictate that this work is required. With citizens still feeling we are too distant, national parliamentarians remaining ill-informed of our processes, and a breakdown in confidence of our ability to face the huge challenges our union now has, we must look to see where we can reform and improve. Post-Lisbon and pre the steady march into the unknown, as announced by President Barroso yesterday, the best we can do is behave in a way our people can support, reform and take our people with us. President Barroso's vision of moving without the people and diktat are not fitting of a modern union fit for purpose. Thank you.
Herzlichen Dank, Herr Kollege. Somit ist
Thank you, sir. That brings this debate on better legislation to an end. And I can't avoid saying that I would have preferred better attendance as well. The vote will take place at midday. And next, the EP